Hey, yo, everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing another Beast Wars review, and that will be of none other than Rattrap, in all of his forms, just like the rest of the reviews. Take a look at the badass right there, the transmetal form. A little information about Rattrap. Rattrap, oh, the comic relief of the Beast Wars show. Lieutenant to Optimus Prime, pretty much. He fills in the role of demolition expert and also spy or covert operative for the team. Rattrap is a wisecracking, remark individual, but usually he can stand by his word and he holds his own in his fight. Although he's not opposed to running away when necessary. Rattrap is also the smallest of the Beast Wars characters on the Maximal team, and often has taken control as either second command or as temporary leader of the group sometimes. I mean, there was a point where Optimus Primal was disembodied and he gave control of the Maximals to Rattrap. But Rattrap is basically that, demolition expert and also spy for the team. And he plays a solid role in the Beast Wars throughout the whole entire series. Upon reaching Cybertron on Beast Machines, Rattrap adopts a new role. He's more of the tech expert because he doesn't actually have any weapons. God, I hated Rattrap in Beast Machines. I loved him in Beast Wars, but in Beast Machines he's just went downhill. And he looked goofy as hell, let's be honest. He looked goofy as hell. But yes, that's basically Rattrap. Personality-wise, he's again a wisecrack, Rat Pack kind of person. You know, he would be with Dean Martin and Sinatra, kind of playing cards and drinking a little scotch and all that kind of stuff. He's kind of sly and smooth like that, kind of like a used car salesman. Again, he's a spy. He's a demolition expert. He likes to do all these kind of spy stuff. That was Rattrap's M.O. Powers and abilities. Rattrap is an excellent shot. Excellent shot. He has wide varieties of demolition bombs, mines, proximity mines, timed mines, various different things to blow other things up with. Not quite as good hand-to-hand combat as others, but he more than makes up for his quickness and his prowess with his guns and his weaponry. And usually that's what he would have as weaponry. He would have his mines that he keeps in his arm, his forearm. Probably not the safest place to keep your explosives. And then he has his rifle. So yes, that is a Rattrap. There's not too much to say about Rattrap, despite the fact that Rattrap is probably one of the most prevalent, loved, and well-known Beast War characters. I mean, he doesn't really have any of those moments. And Beast Machine is rarely where his character kind of gets any more development than he already has. His relationship with Dinobot in Beast Wars is really the big development he has there. But yeah, Rattrap never really had any big overall arcs. He was just always there. So on to the figure itself. Rattrap is a cheetah. Just kidding. Rattrap is, of course, a rat. Yeah, this is his basic form. Gray is the color scheme with a little bit brown on his ass, as you can see there. The tail is the only articulation at the beast mode, unless you can count the hands turning. He's a quick transformation figure. I forget the exact term that was used, but him and Pterosaur were those. And all you do, also Air Razor was one too. We'll look at it when I get to Air Razor. But all you do is you lift up the tail here. And let me see if I can do this. And boom, he transforms. So let's do that in slow-mo. So you release the tail, and boom, he transforms. And all you do is just tuck the tail there. He has a good standard articulation. In addition to that, his guns are hidden here. Now, fun fact for you, when it comes down to the figure itself, the original Rattrap figure, it's probably pound for pound the most expensive of the Beast War figures, for one reason. Well, for a few reasons. One, just like Pterosaur, his mold was broken or lost. So there's no more molds. You're never going to get a re-release of this figure, unless they decide to make a new mold. So in saying that, the gun is incredibly hard to find. and the gun comes in 2 pieces. You can just put them together as such. I got mine for, oh god, I forget how much I paid. I paid a lot for it. I think it was $60. I know he goes for well over $100 now because, well, Rattrap is just hard to find. He is incredibly rare, incredibly expensive. There's no more molds there. At least this is what is told to me throughout the Transformer community. But if you ever get your hands on one, he is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely amazing as a basic figure. Very little is put into him, but what is put into him is just great. The gun looks great. He's so accurate. I mean, the back is a little big, but hey, I'm not going to complain too much. So, good luck getting your hands on basic Rattrap. Because, like I said, this little bad boy right there, the gun, is the main reason why he's hard to find. On a whole, just a great-looking basic figure. On to his Transmetal mode. Transmetal Rattrap was always one of my favorite Transmetals, at least in the show. Look close up there. Whoa! Whoa! Wayne's World reference. The figure is still good, but not quite as good as he was in the show. Great color scheme. The brown and the red actually work out well with the silver. Articulation is in the tail, which eventually becomes a whip. To transform him, his is actually a pretty easy transformation, but he has 2 modes because he is a what is it called? A transmetal transformer. So he has a vehicle mode, and his vehicle mode is probably one of the better ones. If I can just get that leg there and get this leg here, a little off-screen transformation. There we go, and get that there. Almost split his face in half. He turns into a race car sorts. I mean, it looks a little goofy, but it's actually pretty useful in combat. Makes him faster, makes him lighter, makes him better. But to transform him, again, his transmetal transformation is pretty simple. Just take the tail off. I won't go step by step in it because, like I said, you really don't need to do these transformations. You've already seen them before. You know how it's done. Just gotta fix that there. A little tidbit of information about the Transmetal 2 Rattrap. Here we go. Oh, the Transmetal Rattrap, not Transmetal 2. He never had a Transmetal 2 form. Is that when you transform him, his back is actually upside down. So let's get him fully transformed. Boom. There we go. And I think I have the legs backwards. There we go. Okay. Here is Rattrap transformed. And the bit of information is that these wheels right here should actually be up at his shoulder level. But the figure is obviously different from the TV show. A great looking figure, other than that the whole back being upside down. And I don't know why they did that in the show, but whatever. The figure itself looks good. You can take the whip. The whip has articulation for such. It can also be considered a sword because I think he did use it as a sword or a screamer stick of sorts in the show. I guess at that size it would be like a big Goron sword, but you can use it as a whip. And unfortunately, he doesn't come with a gun, which is one of the biggest problems with this figure. So Rattrap is always seen with a gun, and he doesn't have a gun here. Plug that into place. I'll let you actually get to see the figure once I get him nicely articulated. There we go. The only other complaint with this, other than there's no gun and the back is upside down, is the fact that he's incredibly, incredibly back heavy. But besides that, he's actually a really good figure. You can get the 15th anniversary, I'm sure, for pretty cheap, and I recommend getting that, or the 10th or 15th. Got this in 06. 10th anniversary. And you can get it for fairly cheap, and, you know, if you can't get your hands on the original Rattrap, you can't go wrong with this one. And no, you can't give him the gun. I was going to say, if you had extra guns, good luck doing that. You could spray paint the other gun and just put it in his hand. But, yeah, Rattrap was always a fun character. He was always loved by the fan base. It's just a shame he never got any overall story arcs except for in Beast Wars, and unfortunately the Beast Wars was the Beast Machines. Unfortunately, Beast Machines Rattrap was kind of pathetic. Beast Machines on the whole had good storytelling. I just never liked the designs of the characters, which is funny. I love the story, just never liked the design. I guess the techno-organic stuff was a little weird too, but Yeah, Rattrap, great character. Both are good figures. If you can get your hands on them, I definitely recommend it. I would try to get your hands on this guy, but although that might cost you a lot of money. A lot. So with that said, I'm going to end this video here. Rattrap, you gotta love him. This is Andrew saying, peace out for now.